Hi Aquarius, it's Cherry. I always want to make it a little more psychedelic for the Aquarians. And also we're kind of coming into a weird time of day where the lighting is shifting and I don't know what setting to put it on, but so I put it on Kiss Me. Anyway, so I'm back with your Twin Flame for the month of June messages. If you followed me, then you will remember that I did last year from May to December, and I started back up again in May this year. And now we're going progressing month by month, similar as we did before, using this little spread at the back of the book. If you want to see more about that and let it go into more detail, check out that first video that shows you the general energies and messages about twin flames for the month of June. Otherwise, let's get specific with Aquarius. We have two similar yet different decks that we're going to be using, and we have the romantic fairy for the feminine side. This is feminine side over here, and the romance angels for the masculine side. But you can change it up if you want to. Male, female, masculine, feminine, not the same thing. So just put yourself wherever you see yourself. I'm just going to use pronouns he and she for simplicity's sake, but you can ignore that too if you don't resonate with that. But if you do, then good. Let's get a general feeling here now for Aquarius for the month of June, for your twin flame connection. What's going on? General message here for Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, or any other placement. What is your general messages? And this is the masculines, for the divine masculine. So let's see. What is general message for the divine masculine? Aquarius, divine masculine, for the month of June 2022, or whenever you stumble upon it. There could be a bit of codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Whatever that could be, like it may not be an addiction to, smoking or drinking or anything like that, but it could be just this connecting with a person in your life that you feel like you have to be with them, or you feel just a common connection, but it's a little bit more basic and not as much spiritual. But it can be spiritual. It's just, it could be that you're not connecting with your twin flame. There could be a twin flame, but there might be somebody you're connecting with that's not necessarily that, and you just have kind of more of a common relationship, which is sort of depending on each other. The only thing I don't like about codependency is a lot of times it's not unconditional love. Sometimes it's a conditional situation, and love should be unconditional, no matter what you do. But so be aware of that. That could be affecting your connection with your twin flame. Let's see about the divine feminine. What is the general message here for the divine feminine? Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and other placements. What? General message for divine feminines. In the month of June. Aquarius. Let's see, we have... Ooh. These are really both good. I don't know which one to choose, but I think I will, well, either one. We'll do both. All right, so you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. That's how you're feeling in the month of June. And also, this love is pushing your boundaries. It's a fearless love, a brave romance, and courageous leap into the unknown. And those kinds of loves, that's the kind of love that you need in your life to actually help you grow and move you into that next phase, to level you up, to help you ascend, to evolve. All right, so now let's get into your reading. So let's see what the feelings are for Aquarius, Divine Masculines, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other placements. What are the feels here for Aquarius? What are the feelings here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Divine Masculine in the month of June? Feelings. Feelings. What are their feelings? Ooh, the turnaround. This has come out before. Maybe you should go on a hunt for the other turnaround card. And maybe there's a message there. But this is like the revolution. This is the Hanged Man in this deck. And if you can see this tree, it's almost like, you know, it's reflecting itself in the water. And I think that's what the idea of this is. There is this energy of wanting to make big change, wanting to be the change, this feeling of I had an Aquarius once tell me that I was an out-of-the-box thinker, and that's exactly what the Hanged Man is this out-of-the-box thinking, like breaking the mold, doing something very different. It's an aha moment and enlightenment too. It can also be a little bit of some feeling of submission and surrender, which can be kind of uncomfortable. But I think if you get past the discomfort of that, you can make so many amazing changes. This is quite the inventor energy, the alchemist energy, the visionary, the genius, you know, that kind of level right there. Okay, not just any small thing, making a big turnaround. And that could also be like letting go of connections that no longer serve you, if you recognize it for what it is, you know. All right, let's see now what the Divine Feminine is feeling in the month of June towards your Divine Masculine, or the connection. The connection's like an entity within itself, you know. Sometimes we can be patient with each other, but the way we connect, let's say in the 3D, can be kind of frustrating. So let's see. Not that I'm trying to say that. Okay, feels. 8 of Swords. So the Divine Feminine could be feeling a little bit stuck. And what to do, you know, where to go, what's the next step, this feeling of being immobile. And a lot of the Swords energy, but a lot of the cards have a caveat behind them, which is this self-imposed situation, like you are your own jailer. You're the one that's holding yourself back, or you're the one holding yourself contained. So maybe that's what you're feeling about it. Maybe you're feeling, well, the only way I can get out of this is if I take some action. The only way that I can make a big change in my life is if I do this myself. I can't just sit here and wait for somebody to save me or rescue me or pull me, or, you know, beam me up, you know, beam me up, Scotty, you know, that kind of thing. So if you're feeling trapped, or think you are seeing yourself as that way, the only way you can get out of it is either not see yourself that way, or just get out of it, you know, find a way out. And it doesn't, I know that sounds easier said than done for a lot of you. It may seem a lot easier said than done, but I think that you'll find a way. Let's see about the Divine Masculine, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What are they thinking in the month of June? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What are they thinking? they're thinking, very nice, they have faith. And Lovers. So they're thinking about their love. They're thinking about ecstasy. They're thinking that and feelings are so much harder than thoughts for air signs. So it's natural for the Aquarius to go into their thoughts, and their thoughts tap into their heart, you know? And they have a lot of faith. They're thinking, this is going to go somewhere. I am going to connect. I'm going to be able to be with my divine, and it's going to grow into something. I'll be able to make this shift, this turnaround. I'll be able to make this move, or move mountains, or get to that next level. Okay, so let's see what the Divine Feminine is thinking. What is the Divine Feminine thinking in the month of... Oh, and also, like, you know, we have the Lovers card came out, which represents Gemini. So you might want to check out the Gemini reading, or you might be connecting with a Gemini. All right, let's see. What is the Divine Feminine thinking in the month of June towards her masculine, or the connection? And that could be feeling stuck in this connection too, like, you know, like, what am I doing? How is this working? Why can't we get anywhere? So her thoughts are on the Knight of Wands. But you know what? The Queen of Wands came out too, so it's almost twin flame connection here, except the Queen is slightly older than the Knight. Or the Queen is more in a... You know what? She is waiting she wants to be saved. Rescue me! She's a damsel in distress. Okay. Because they could be like exactly the same age or very similar ages, but Knight represents action. You know, he's on his horse, he's galloping, he's getting somewhere. And Queen is more sitting on her throne, waiting and preparing. And they're both represent fire energy. So you may, you know, you're not a fire sign, and you may have no fire in your chart, but fire, Queen of Fire, is the flame, is the feminine twin flame, and King of Fire is the masculine twin flame. But in this case, since we have a Knight, it could be that the masculine is slightly younger, or it could be that the masculine, instead of just sitting on his throne and connecting with the feminine, he's actually doing some action. And that could be what you're thinking, like, I see my masculine come towards me and rescuing me. Okay, nice. Good. Well, if it's if you're visualizing it, then that's good. That's another way you can get out of your Eight of Swords energy. Positive visualization. All right, let's see now. What is the Divine Masculine? What are their hopes and dreams in the month of June towards their connection and their counterpart? What are their hopes and dreams? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, other placements. What are their hopes and dreams for Aquarius? Let's see, what are they? We've got, okay, Wisdom. So they're hoping... Oh, and we have the Peaceful Warrior, too. So they're hoping to make change, but not in a way that's harsh and difficult for people, but in a peaceful way. They're a peaceful warrior. Warrior, to me, in this case, represents an activist and somebody who's fighting for change, you know, for the good cause. Angels is the sign of swords, so here's King of Swords energy, which is your king, because air signs, swords is air sign. So this does represent you, or the Divine Masculine. And the Ace of Angels represents wisdom, like epiphanies and aha moments. So it just seems like the masculine here is their hopes and dreams is to bring about a peaceful solution and let that knowledge come to them. And I think it certainly will, because the masculine here is manifesting it. Sometimes I slip into, I say he, she, his, hers, and sometimes I slip into first person and I'll say you, as if I'm addressing you. So just, if that doesn't resonate, then ignore it. But anyway, you. Sometimes it's you that I'm talking to. All right, let's see what the Divine Feminine is. Hopes and dreams are in the month of June for, I was about to say Sagittarius, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other placements. What is the Divine Feminine's hopes and dreams? I like all these this wing energy, this flying. All right. We have the Four of Swords, so that's pretty good. And I like that because you are visualizing, or the Divine Feminine is visualizing over here. She is meditating, she's being still, she's seeing an image, a picture, she's attracting the thing that she wants into her life through visualization. And it could be in a new way than she's done before. So the law of attraction is what we are so used to, but recently I've been listening to more about the law of assumption. Whereas the law of attraction is like something is out there and you're attracting it in. The law of assumption is like something is right here and all you have to do is see it and it appears, right? So you have to believe it. The law of assumption might be a little bit harder, but it really takes practice and visualizing and being in that feeling, that moment. What if you were with that person that you love so much? Like, think about the moment. Think about times where you're like happiest with this person and you thinking about them and the joy that it brings you to think about them, that they're so amazing, so handsome, so sweet, so wonderful. And then imagine them being with you, sharing their feelings with you, like your feelings are exactly the same as theirs and theirs are exactly the same as yours. And then that moment, and if you can feel the joy in that moment, that is what attracts this. That's true law of attraction. The assumption, the feeling, the being in the now. And so I think that the Divine Feminine over here is really trying some new stuff out. She's being inventive in her meditations and in her law of attraction and in her intentions is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's see now. What are the final actions here for the Divine Masculine, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other placements? Let's see what the final actions are. Ooh, Six of Hearts, the past. So this is Six of Cups. This is a reunion, right? This is reunited with the one that he loves the most, his heart, the heart of his heart. Very nice. All right, and let's see now what the Divine Feminine's actions are going to be in the month of June towards the masculine, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other placements. We have the Queen of Crystals. Very nice. Queen of Crystals. The Queen of Crystals. She is the Queen of Pentacles and a very nice, stable, earthy energy here. So as far as qualities goes, the Queen of Crystals is motherly, cautious, nurturing, loving, down to earth, and very fertile, and has a wonderful home life. The message here is that she may be taking a practical approach and building stability and thinking things realistically, but also like I feel like this kind of feels like nesting energy, like preparing her home for the arrival of her love. Oh yeah, because she's visualizing him. She's like, okay, he's coming in. My knight in shining armor is coming through because I told him to because he's, you know, and she's visualizing it. She's really attracting this in, and the final thing that she's doing has to do with preparing her home and space and making sure there's room for this person in her life. And that's also part of manifesting. Because what if, yeah, what if your person comes into your life? Do you have some place for them to stay? Do you have space in your closet for them? Silly little things like that could actually make an interesting physical adjustment like that, like clearing out some space for them, could actually help manifest them into your world. So who knew? These kinds of things are little tricks, maybe not so much tricks, but just like little inventive ways of trying a similar thing with different strategy. So I like that very much. So let's get some charms now. All right. So we have the 3 of on the dice. That could be important. You have hearts, which means love. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'll tilt down. So I feel like 3 is nice because it's like the number of creation. It's like 1 plus 1 makes 3, but also, no, 1 plus 1 makes 2. But on one person and another person together can create a baby. That's where the 1 plus 1 makes 3. And to me, it's creating things together, like creating a bigger whole. We have the rock, which is a nice firm steady stability, and we have the frog, which is good luck. We have Germany, we have the spinning wheel. So I feel like this is definitely spinning something, making something with your own hands, like straw into gold, or yeah, thread into a sweater or a shirt. You know, this is a creative energy. Definitely we're co-creators with spirit, but this shows a lot of the person's own strength here. Also have help from Joan of Arc. I love this one, and it is saying, Saint Joan of Arc, give me the courage and the fortitude to defeat my fears and give me the strength to fight for what I believe in. Very nice. And we also have the number 15 and the number 28, and this little plane, which kind of short little bouts of travel. We have Saint Margaret, who is the patron saint of single moms, I think. Saint Margaret, yep. And I have a word down here that looks like it says tequila, but it's not tequila. I don't know. Single moms need some tequila. Okay, and then we have the red thread, so that's another symbol of twin flames. We have Lieutenant Desdemoteus, so military strength, with the Joan of Arc and the Lieutenant Desdemoteus. They're kind of like two of a kind, huh? They're very strong and strict with their beliefs and honorable, and they see it through. I have USA. What number is this? And the number 22, 2022. And we have the Taj Mahal. And so India, those kinds of things. Yeah, I think we got all of the, what was that one? Yeah, the spinning wheel. Interesting. Spinning wheel could also refer a little bit to Sleeping Beauty, you know, be cautious. She is moving about things cautiously, but she's also being very practical and also expanding her mind too. So Wonderful reading for both sides here. Very creative energy here. A lot of ingenuity is what I'm feeling. And if you like that, watch some of the other readings. All the other different parts of your chart. You can look up whatever sign you want. You can also just let your heart be your guide and pick a reading just like you pick a card, and let that be your another message for you. Or definitely cross watch your person's video, whatever sign that they have. And then there's just a few clues from different signs that popped up, like maybe Gemini or other signs popping up here. So definitely check out more of the readings and share it with your friends and give it a thumbs up, because there's like a little party down there in that little thumb whenever you press it. I guess it only works if you're doing it on your phone though, so watching on your phone. But anyway, thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm moving on, and I'm gonna catch you at the next reading. See you there. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.